Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Yeah, yeah. Classic.
All right now. All right now.
Classic.
International. Ha ha.
Classic.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused.
Classic.
Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I got another great live show for y'all today. Yes, Lord. How y'all feeling, chat? I see the chat in here early. Yes, Lord. Tez Down said 333. What up, Tez? He said, we in here. He said, I'm only going for this thrice. Folk got his own saying. The Tez Down said, I'm only going to do this thrice. Sent her the Cash App already. 5 bands. Had to up the ante. Hey, man, if you let that woman know it's real, send that woman a Cash App right now. Send that woman a Cash App right now and let her know you mean it. You hear me? Hey, shout out to Tez Down for making sure he's being a provider. Sent her a Cash App for 5 bands. You know, hey, make it light on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Soft Rain 333, what up? Soft Rain said, not 5 bands, Tez. Come on now. He trying to let her know it's real.
Yeah, yeah.
How you call yourself a man and your woman still, how you call yourself a man and your woman still got stuff in her name? How you call yourself a man? Come on now. Lisa in the building 333. Joe Jet in the building 333. Joe Jet, what up? What up? All the muscle. What up, Joe? What up, big dog? Good win this week in fantasy. Joe Jet ended my win streak. He ended my win streak. Shout out to Joe Jet. Yeah, Joe Jet ended my win streak, but a new one starts this week. You know, we right back to it, but we're going to give Joe Jet his flowers. I'm going to spin your block in the playoffs. You called me on the bye week. You know what it is. Kudos to you, Joe. Kudos to you. Congratulations and all that. You know what I'm saying? One win ain't going to get you to the end, though. Souls of Thought said 333. Do it when it count. I'll see you in a minute. Yes, Lord. Joe Jet got a strong team, though. He had one player that went off. I tried my hardest, man. I fought to the very end. You know what I'm saying? To beat me is gonna go to Monday night, 11 p.m. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But he got the job done. Shout out to Joe Jet. Shout out to everybody in the chat, 333 League. Fortunately for me, I'm, resting so comfortably in first place. I could probably lose 2 more weeks in a row and still be in first place. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah. So, but today we got a reaction video. We got a TikTok reaction video, and we got a question of the day and the code language conversation. So we got a full slate to get to. Everybody make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't already, exit out of the chat, tap the like button and come on back. Man, turn on the notifications. And if you've done all those free things, let somebody else know about the classic codes. Even if you think they would agree or disagree with my rhetoric, that's why we're here. We're here to have a conversation, and we're here to absorb each other's perspectives, learn from each other, become more well-rounded, and also fight against indoctrination. You know what I'm saying?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, so we got to get it done. All alleged for content creation purposes, but we're gonna slide over to, y'all know what it is. We got the purple light special going on. Trying to get my camera situation situated, but we're gonna rock out, man. We got the purple light special situation going on. You know, we finna slide over to River TV, right? She got a video in regards to begging women being exposed. Kevin Samuels was right once again. Shout out to the Godfather. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things Kevin Samuels said years ago about specific people, all the way down to just society in general. He was right 10 times out of 10. I said it when he was alive. I said Kevin Samuels is a prophet. I said it in real time. People jumped on my neck, jumped on my back, stepped on my head, and I stood 10 toes down. Kevin Samuels was a prophet, and you see today that his prophecies have been fulfilled. Shout out to B. Simone.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's get it started. What we got? Tez Down said, yes, sir. Oh yeah, the Godfather. Let's go.
Women are hoping that men will somehow come and save their lives. Not going to happen.
Once a woman asks me for money, I immediately get scared. Because what possessed you to even have the audacity to make that type of request?
A lot of y'all women need to stop getting online trying to act like dudes be splurging on you and spoiling you and spending all this money on you when you really just be begging.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. So this message thread has actually gone viral on social media, okay? And it is messages of men sharing screenshots of women begging them for money. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. I'm gonna go ahead and give you all of the posts that were listed and then give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinions on this entire situation. So the first tweet said, bruh,
hold on, before she gets into it, shout out to River TV. For anybody who haven't tapped into her content, you probably want to get out a shot. She my favorite content creator of all time. You know what I'm saying? That's my top 5, not 5. You know what I'm saying? Top 2, not 2. That's what we doing on this side. But make sure y'all tap in with River TV. Always got to show her love and give her credit. You know, one of the great content creators who allow us others who do reactions like she does to work with each other's content free of copyrights and all of that stuff. So, you know, inside of this space, I think it's very important that, you know, as we grow as platforms, we keep the doors open for others to do the same, even if it means working off of our content. You know what I mean? You got some people who do their copyrights for different reasons. River not one of them. So, you know what I'm saying? We get to do these videos as freely as we like. And y'all get to enjoy my perspective on her perspective on whatever it is at hand. So shout out to River TV. Let's roll.
the amount of Black British women dating transactionally these days is crazy. Then a woman responded and she said, not being funny, but I feel like men exaggerate this. I honestly don't think the girls are out here being beggy like you claim they are. Crying laughing face. So as you can see here, this is a message. So what we're going to be doing is we're swiping through because all these men, they either posted DM conversations, they posted messages, like showing the woman who said that men exaggerating it, the actual truth. So here it says, hey, louder and better than the others. She says, hi, send money and I'll believe you. He said, I'm fine with you not believing me. She said, oh, wow. Next message thread that was shared on x.com is obviously with a woman named Mary, and it said, you liked Mary's video. She responds and she says, hey, can you pay for my nails, please? XO. He says, in exchange, ? And she said, I'll send you a pic when they're done, crying laughing face. He said, I would, but broke bees make me nervous. Hold
on, before she move on from this, and I like how he handled that, but it's crazy because you don't see a lot of previous conversation. It starts with him liking her video, and then boom, she asks for her nails to get done. So he asked shit in exchange for what? She talking about a photo of the nails. She thought she had a goofy on the line, chat. She thought she had a goofy on the line.
Classic.
Hey, you know what? As much as I feel like this is feminine behavior for men to be posting screenshots of them like turning down women begging and stuff like that, I think it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like the screenshot and post game, that started with the ladies, fellas. Can we agree? The screenshot and post game started with the ladies, fellas. So as much as I feel like this is feminine behavior, sometimes you got to fight back. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to fight back. So we going to rock out. Let's go.
Now, hold on a second, okay? Hold on a second. It is so interesting that we have all these boss chicks, all these, I don't need no man. I don't need a man to pay nothing for me. I could do bad out by myself. I can make it on my own. You know, I'm not dependent on nobody. I got it like that, women. Can you tell me that these women are in these messages and dry begging like this, but claiming that they got it like that? What kind of fool do they take these men for?
Classic.
Okay? That last message where that woman said, "Can you pay for my nails?" He said, "In exchange," which makes perfect sense. Okay? If a man is paying for something for you, either he has some kind of emotional connection to you or he's getting something out of the bargain. He said, "I would, but broke bees make me nervous." That is, I cannot.
Hey, they make me nervous too,
I'm
gang.
only gonna do this once.
They make me nervous too. Tez Down said, "Welcome all from Toko Verse to Classic Code." Shout out to everybody sliding through, man. Make sure y'all exit out the chat real quick and hit that like button for as long as you here. Welcome to the Classic Codes. Welcome to chat 333. Welcome everybody sliding through. Let's get it.
Deal. Next message thread. And obviously they keep on coming. Okay. The girl comments, the girl sends him a text message and says, "Babe, pay for my lashes." Scene, you could have just said no. And obviously she said scene because his red receipts are on. He responded and he said, "I was finna text back actually. I ain't heard from you in months. Could have said hey first." She said, LMAO, "Hey, they $50. You got me? Wait, they're $45." He said, "Oh, now I can say no."
I like how he handled that. Hey, listen. I don't know if some people understand how insulting it is. Okay, so for the men, for whatever reason, that come off as a mark or a goofy to the women who are finessers, you know what I'm saying? For the men that they misread, right? And the dude is actually not a goofy, he's not a mark, he's probably already learned his lesson somehow, whether it's through experience or some free game, regardless. When you make that misread, I don't think you understand how insulting you're coming off when you just hit somebody, "Hey, babe," somebody you ain't spoke to in months, "Babe, pay for my lashes." And it's not a request. Up here, this is not a request. It says, "Babe, pay for my lashes." That's a command. There's no question mark. She put, "Babe, pay for my lashes," and an ambiguous emoji, right? And then he left her shit on red. She said, "Scene, question mark." Could have just said no, right? He said, "I was actually finna text back, actually." You know what I'm saying? "I was finna text back, actually. I ain't heard from you in months." Could have said hey first with the laughing faces. She gonna say hey, then tell him how much the nails cost. As if, so listen, one of two things, chat. Either this man already tricked on her before when they were talking, because he said, "Y'all haven't heard from you in months." So maybe she ghosted him, right? He's either already led with money, and that's why she's speaking to him with this expectation, or she flat out think he a goofy. But either way, he got his lick back for sure. Hey, checkmate.
Classic.
He set her up with "You could at least greeted me. You could at least said hello." So she's like, "Okay, hello." He's like, "Okay, great. Now I can tell you absolutely not." Like, these men are having a ball in these text messages. And these are the same women who would come on the internet and say, "Oh, yeah, you know, I only did with Richmond. I only did." All these men that they are asking or begging are denying it. They're denying their requests. Next message says,
hold on, before we move on to the next one, Souls of Thought said he's done it before. She circled back. So yeah, so you picking up on, yeah, so it's one of the two for sure. He probably did spend a little bit of change on her, you know what I'm saying, when he had her attention initially or whatever, or he was a lick and then he realized he was getting licked and he closed the ATM on her ass. But he definitely finished the right way though. He didn't start the game strong, but he finished in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Joe Jet said, "I don't need no man. I'm strong, independent. I want equality. But if I'm with a man, throw all that out. Worship me, finance my soft girl era. Ignore my inconsistencies and hypocrisies like a real man." Joe, I sense a bit of sarcasm there, Joe. I sense a bit of sarcasm. Soft Rain says social media has given these goofies the confidence to be open with their opportunist ways. Social media has exposed more men to the true nature of the majority of the beast. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the cat's out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? All those who are willing to listen, understand.
Classic.
Yep. And then you got some people who understand it now just so they can capitalize. Oh, okay. Well, my money up. And all they want me to do is lead with money. Bet I'm having my way. They willing to pay.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You got a lot of people playing the field a lot of different ways, but I know one thing for sure: if you stand in the field long enough, you're gonna catch a pop fly. Let's go.
The girl says, "How are you, Fasundo?" He said, "I'm good, and you?" She said, "Good. Will you like to send me some money so I can get a takeout?" The man replied, "Impossible." Impossible.
That's me.
No.
That's me, chat. That's me, chat. That's me, chat. Me and Kasundo, same guy. That's me, chat. Can you send me some money for? Can I do what? Impossible.
Classic.
You stupid or you man? What? Shorty, listen. No. Hey, listen. Hey, never mind. Come on.
Oh, not no thank you. He said that he's like, literally, that is the most absurd thing. That is impossible. Next message. The woman sends a message, "How's your day going? I ended up eating a salad." He says, "That sounds good. What kind did you get?" She said, "Salmon." He said, "I'm going to have to try that. Are you having a good day so far?" She responds and says, "Yes, I am. You could have at least offered to pay for my lunch or offered to reimburse me." Ma'am.
Now listen. If a man does this, it's broke boy behavior, right? If a man does this, it's broke boy behavior. We good on that? That's broke boy behavior. So when a woman does it, what is it? Entitlement to chivalry, or is it broke woman behavior? This is dry begging for sure. I'm with River. It's dry begging. It's crazy.
Okay. First of all, is he supposed to be a mind reader? You know, these other people are coming up front because they're not expecting somebody to read their mind. That's for starters. But two, you're coming into this equation and you're telling this man, "Oh, well, you know what you had for lunch," to set up this alley-oop in response, thinking that you were going to get something in return. What kind of mental gymnastics? And you thinking that this man is jumping through the hoops with you? He like, "Girl, please." Absolutely not. As we can see, the messages stopped right there. The next message came with a caption. It says, "Had her beg just to leave her on red. I wouldn't give this person water in a burning building. The audacity is beyond me." The guy responds, I guess to whatever.
Hold on. Wouldn't give her water in a burning building is wild as hell.
Message was sent to him. He said, "You good? I'm at work until 12. Maybe she called him. She said, "Can you send me $45? He said, "That's crazy. LOL, no, girl." She said, "Send me $25. He said, "Say please." She said, "Please, LOL, question mark, crazy face." And he said, this man said, "Oh, you gonna have to beg for it." Girl begs, he ghosts her.
Yeah.
And again, yeah,
because what you thought you had, what did you think you had on the line? You thought you had a goofy on the line? It's crazy to me. Wow, what? This dude smiled too much on his profile? You think he's nice? Man, hell, man, crazy. Hey, the misreads are crazy. It's so many things, because I'm one of them people that's not afraid to smile. I smile a lot. When you smile a lot, people take you wrong. They take you wrong. They because you smile a lot, they just assume that you are Mark and that you not
natural born crash dummy.
You know, this shit can go from a smile to listen. I could be smiling while I'm getting on your ass. You like that shit? You like with the same smile with the 16s. Yeah. But we ain't gonna talk about it. The Tez down said, "Buy her affection, then buy it again. Submissive provider, life make a happy wife." Oh, hey, listen. If you serious about that woman, send her a cash app right now. How you call yourself a man? I'm with you, Tez. I hear you, dog. I know where the bread at. We pandering all 2026. Let's go. The movement has begun. Souls of Thought said all women are opportunists. Ain't nobody fresh as me. I cannot live a lie. I hear you, Souls. Joe Jet said, but if they're getting it on the market, then hate the game, not the player. Men often figure it out. Reach back and teach the younger guys so they won't be like Jalen Green. Damn, what Jalen Green do? Was it the lineup? Or what you talking? He said all of them. Here we go. Big Sco 333. What up, Sco? He said hit the like button for sure, for sure. Make sure y'all tap in. Soft Rain said the same can be said for men, Souls. You think men are opportunists? I don't think so. I think men eat what they kill. I don't think we opportunists. We don't get to finesse. Tristan said 333. What up, T? Souls of Thought said, so Rain, you bring it up and then want to double back on men now? Souls of Thought said SMH. Here they go. Here they go. Lisa said all is crazy. All right. So we got some disputes in the chat going on. I see some shit bubbling. Let's continue.
So many women portraying this certain lifestyle on social media, talking about all these men are paying for their bills, and these men, oh, I ain't never had to pay. Oh, these men pay for my hair. They pay for all these things. All these men said no, and we're pretty far into the list. The next person put a whole, he said, let me present you Exhibit A because there's a whole thread of him and this woman going back and forth. So the woman says, can you do me a favor though? He says, go for it. She says, well, I was wondering if you could send me $70, please. I really want my hair done. It's okay. If not, though, just thought I'd ask. He said, I would be open to actually doing so if we've met and spoken more often, etc. I just can't send money to someone I've never met, if you feel me. She said, no, I get you. That makes sense. I'm more open to meeting people I feel like I can depend on. So I guess we're at a bit of a crossroads.
That's manipulation. That's manipulation, chat. This one gets a little bit tricky. Let's go back a little bit, chat. That's manipulation. This one has been participating in the sorcery for much longer than the others. This one is a professional. This is no rookie here. We have to watch this and evaluate it very carefully, chat. Let us do this again.
All these men said no, and we're pretty far into the...
There's different levels to this witchcraft, allegedly, all for content creation purposes and entertainment. This is a different level of sorcery, chat. Follow me.
The list. The next person put a whole, he said, let me present you Exhibit A because there's a whole thread of him and this woman going back and forth. So the woman says, can you do me a favor though? He says, go for it. She says, well, I was wondering if you could send me $70, please. I really want my hair done. It's okay. If not, though, just thought I'd ask. He said, I would be open to actually doing so if we've met and spoken more often, etc. I just can't send money to someone I've never met, if you feel me.
Context. She's asking this man for $70 to get her hair done. Now, I'm assuming that 70 isn't enough for any type of a hairstyle for most women, unless she got a fade. All right. So she either getting the rest of what she needs to get her hair done, or she asking multiple men for money. All right. Mind you, this is a master we're dealing with here. This is no regular sorcerer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch this. Let's watch this tape. Now, this man was equipped for the moment, it seems. Let's watch.
She said, no, I get you. That makes sense. I'm more open to meeting people I feel like I can depend on. So I guess we're at a bit of a crossroads. He says,
I'm more open to meeting people I can depend on. So I guess we're at a bit of a crossroads. That's manipulation. A sucker would send the 70 and try to set up a date. If you had to spend money in order to meet the woman for the first time, she doesn't like you. This is a man who understands. Let us continue.
Feel like you can't depend on me because I didn't give you money? She said, no, but you haven't shown me any dependability thus far, even when I gave you an opening. It's cool though. Not everyone's like that, so I completely understand. So he says the opening being me sending you money. She said, yes, I wanted some help, so I asked you. You seem offended by the fact I'm confused. I didn't ask you to chop your arm off. It's fine, though. You're just not that guy.
You need $70. The end. The end. You need $70.
Classic.
You need $70. How dare you? You need $70.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Who you talking to? Who you talking to? You know, you just not like that. You not like that. You need $70.
Yeah.
Did I miss something, chat? That's manipulation. And if it's gaslighting. A less emotionally stable man would have got triggered and probably said some expletives. I'm going to assume this gentleman played it cool.
He said, nope, not offended at all, to be honest. It's just I'm quite surprised that you're trying to gaslight me into giving you financial nourishment. I'm sure I'm not the only person you tried this with as well, but I genuinely hope I'm the last and that you learned there are better ways of earning money. All the best.
Classic.
I see why he said Exhibit A, because he had to give us the diagram, the levels, the willing to gaslight you, the willing to coerce you into try to do it, to try to emasculate you. Oh, well, you know, yeah, well, I can't even meet up with somebody who I can't depend on. What are you talking about? You don't have anybody around you. You can't depend on yourself to get yourself out of the bind of using other means of people that you don't know.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Girl, listen. I don't see. Listen, all these women, like I said, I have to keep saying it. They come on social media and they start all this whole narrative. Oh yeah, I don't need no man. I got it. Oh yeah, because these men. Obviously, somebody lying. And these men have text message proof. Next one says 2 days after texting. He says, what day were you born on? She said April 1st. Random.
Run. That's not what you want. That ain't what you want. Is that an Aries? April 1st, is that an Aries woman? You don't want no Aries woman, Chief. Run.
Can you send me $200? He said, I can, but are you asking for a loan? She said, not a loan, LOL. He said, oh, then I don't think we're quite there yet.
You need $200. When I ask you, essentially, in a polite way, if you plan to pay me back, you somehow play with me a little bit, talking about not a loan. I'm supposed to just give you $200? This says 2 days after texting. Never forget the context, chat. We've been texting for 2 days. That don't mean we've been nowhere, and I damn sure probably ain't hit. You need 200. Yeah, this is audacious for sure.
Don't you think? LOL if you say so.
I see the chat. I'm coming to it.
Next person says, I promise I hate this. It's so embarrassing. This one is worse. The person.
No, come on. Before we even get into that, let me get caught up. The chat going crazy. Here we go. They into it. You generalized all women's souls. Tristan said Jalen Green got a streetwalker pregnant and she's 40. Oh, he got Bernice pregnant. The Tears Down said now entering the two-time champ in 2 divisions, the world rose weight in gold, double talk champ of the world, Soft Rain coming to the ring.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Let me stop, man. Don't let me gas it up. Y'all already bubbling in the chat. Shades on tonight. Souls of Thought said he putting the shades on tonight. He's tired of the back talk. Shout out to No Middleman Panel. Make sure y'all tap in with the No Middleman Panel tonight at about 8:15, somewhere between 8:15 to 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, streaming from Souls of Thought platform. Make sure y'all tap in with that. He said he got the shades on tonight. He's tired of the back talk. About to start crashing daily. Don't do it, bro. Joe Jett said Jalen knocked up Gil Arenas, bust down, NBA pass around, got her tatted on his back. She's fine. Shit. You talking about Bernice? Is y'all talking about Bernice? Ladies been doing this for centuries. Oh, come on now, Miles. They don't know. Tell them, Miles, free game. Every time I pull up, you share examples of different chameleons. I got to drop this book ASAP. Tristan, get your money, man. You know we here to rock with you. The Tears Down said gaslighting, too. Yeah, it's manipulation and gaslighting. She's an expert, though. She's high level with this shit. Miles Boucher said at least since the 90s. LOL, no, since the 60s. The 1800s, Miles. Lisa said, how you asking for money that you never how you asking somebody for money that you never met? Facts. No, I already knew what you meant. She said from somebody. The Tears Down said, it ain't tricking if you got it, broke ass ninja. yeah, type shit. Miles Bassett said, sounds like she already ran through her simp collection, so she's asking a stranger. That's exactly what happened. She exhausted her options and realized they had ran out. The ATM do close, ladies. The ATM does close. You have to find a new mark at some point. She's mark hunting. Lisa said he knew he was being manipulated. Yeah, he probably learned from experience, or he had some free game. Hit the like button. Shout out to Soft Rain. Joe Jet said the Aries women equal Medusa. Yeah, you don't want an Aries woman. I'm telling you that shit right now. And I'm an Aries man. You don't want the Aries woman. Yeah, I'm telling you that right now. Drea Michelle. Oh, he got Jalen Green. Oh, Jalen Green. I'm thinking about Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown was dating Bernice. Jalen Green, he got Drea pregnant. Yeah, he wasn't thinking straight. The simps wake up eventually. Not all of them. Some people simp to the death. Some people are devoted to simping. They just think that's the way it ought to be. They think men's supposed to be a certain way, and they just don't understand it's never going to breed them the results that they desire.
Classic.
Everybody don't stop simping. Let's go.
Person says, I forgot what it was, but I swear you were mean or I wouldn't have blocked you, LOL. The man responds, I would never be mean to you, LMAO, had to be miscommunication. She says, must have been. He says, if I was mean, you earned it, LMAO. I haven't been mean since like 2017. She said, yeah, right. He says, forgive me, it won't happen again. How can I make it up to you? The girl says, get my car out of repossession. This is levels.
You understand how broke she is? I've been repoed before. I was broke.
Classic.
Yeah, I've been repoed before. I was broke. You got you when you get repoed, you behind. You behind about 3 months minimum. And if you hide in your car, you behind farther than that. If you get repoed, it's because you behind. And if you behind, it's because you broke. And it's okay. Everybody be broke sometimes. I don't know too many adults that ain't never been broke before. So I mean, I don't know why people act like they can't talk about they broke days or they broke ways or what got them broke or brokenness in general. I mean, shit. According to the analytics, most people in America broke right fucking now.
I'm only gonna do this once.
But when you broke, you can't get on somebody's phone and manipulate them. It's just, the savagery is crazy. The savagery is crazy. Let's go.
I didn't think we were gonna make it to. Okay, somebody asked for hair. Somebody asked for nails. Somebody asked.
So the thought said classical fool. Shit. I mean, like. I don't get why people get on the internet and act like they not living real life. The motherfucking tow truck man making a living picking somebody's shit up. It wasn't never yours. Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we talking about? What we talking about, folks? And they got a job for a reason. Everybody ain't paying their shit on time.
For lunch, you're asking for him to get your car out of repossession? You can't even maintain your own lifestyle. You don't have the time to be texting nobody. You got some stuff to figure out. And you texting this man, I can't. It's so ironic to me. Like I said, there's this portrayal on social media. There's this facade that women go along with.
A lot of y'all women need to stop getting online.
Hold on, Miles. Very gentlemanly. Appreciate the compliment. Easy, Miles.
Trying to act like dudes be splurging on you and spoiling you and spending all this money on you when you really just be begging. A lot of y'all women problem is the fact that you idolize the lifestyle of a high price escort. If you not no stripper, if you not no escort, if you not selling your body in no type of way, random men are not giving you money. Please get a grip.
It's crazy because there's so many women talking about how they got it like that and they don't need no man and they can do better by themselves. Then there's other women who come to the forefront to have, certain conversations of, calling men broke and all these things. Kevin Samuels told women, Okay, winter is coming. You guys should prioritize, getting yourself together so that you can get a good person to be in your corner. Most of the women who came to the forefront said that they would rather pay 100% of their own bills than go 50-50 with a man who would help them pay the bills.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming, and when winter comes, it does not, and this is not just the winter. We are heading into what I'm going to call the long night. So many women are not being told to think about their long term. This is coming as a surprise. Basically, what women are hoping that single men who had no family, no children, and have been locked out of the sexual marketplace because of this hypergamy will somehow come and save their lives. Not going to happen. It's going to be survival of the fittest.
Now we're in this space of high inflation. The government shut down currently. A lot of people are losing their jobs at a rapid pace. Like, all this stuff is going on, and now you have women texting asking for men who they don't need, who they don't desire, who they don't care about, who aren't important, to now have a need. Now all of a sudden these men have importance in their life, and so when they have a need, this man is supposed to come there and pay your bills, get your car out of repossession, like figure out your life for you, essentially.
It's crazy. It's really crazy when you think about it. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, I had a female DM me one time and asked me for some bread. Talking about, can you buy me lunch? I left my wallet at home. I'm at work. Can you buy me lunch? I ain't never dealt with this woman in no capacity. I never shot my shot. She never shot hers. I never dealt with you in no capacity. You just hit my Instagram DM like, yo, can you send me some? Yeah. I said, I don't send money to women. I wasn't even rude about it. I said, I don't send money to women that I don't deal with in a certain capacity. She said, I understand. I respect that. Thank you, though. All right. Like what? I had to go to my profile. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen after that, I went to my profile, look at my profile, like, what's on this motherfucker to make her think that was gonna work out? You know what I'm saying? I had to look at myself. I had to look inward. Why am I coming off as a mark to this woman? Because the fuck is she talking about?
This is absolutely crazy.
I agree. Shout out to River TV, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all tap in with River. Let me read these last couple comments, then we gonna move. Miles said, I like the color, same as my car interior. Oh, it's the color. Okay, cool. Tristan said, how this notion that women make more money than men in 2025 is diabolical to me. Yeah, and we got the numbers to prove that's not true, but it is close to even, though, as far as average income. The Tez Down said, the long night is upon us. He prophesied it. Yeah, for sure. He was a prophet. A la Game of Thrones. You know what? I ain't tapped into Game of Thrones, Miles. I got to get into them. But yeah, shout out to River TV. Let's move. All right, so we got a TikTok reaction. 5 things women find attractive. All right, so we're going to slide over to TikTok, listen to this woman. Tell us what's 5 things that women just absolutely find attractive on a man. Any men that's watching this that need to, find ways to make themselves more appealing in the dating market. Say you struggling a little bit or whatever the case may be, or you're not getting the results you desire out here. Maybe this video will help you out. And of course, if she say any nonsense, classic will chime in and correct it for you so you don't get led astray. You know what I'm saying? You got a good shepherd here in the codes, man. Let's roll.
I'm gonna give you some insight today on us women. So being attractive to someone is all relative. It's like whatever your type is or whatever you like. However, there's a universal language that us women like about men. And I'm about to tell you what this universal language is. I'm gonna give you the top 5 things that most of us women love initially upon seeing men. Number 5 is smelling good. Men, we love when you guys smell good. When we don't know you, when we initially see you, we smell you first and we're like, wow, okay, this is somebody I at least want to get to know. If you smell good, you're pretty much looking good. So smelling good, guys, is a really big deal for us women. Yeah. Number 4 is hygiene. Hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. Wash your ass. For real, guys. And we won't really know that because it's
Yes. I'm not gonna tell y'all not to wash up. Fellas, make sure y'all clean. But before you come emphasizing it with all that extra umph, we heard about the women's bathroom. We heard. We heard.
Classic.
Yep. Before you go putting all that emphasis on wash it, you know what I'm saying? We heard about the women's bathroom. We heard all
I'm
about
only
it.
gonna do this once.
So as much emphasis as you put on us, you know what I'm saying, washing ours, just, you know what I'm saying, in the words of the late Barry White, practice what you preach. Amen. Let's go.
not like we can see if you have dookie stains in your drawers, like right off the rip. However, we can get a sense of your hygiene just by kind of looking at you, like, are your nails clipped? Do you have moisturizer on? Do you have sleep in your eye? Are your lips crusty? Like, that is the things where we can initially identify. So hygiene is so big. And like, if you guys have any problems with that, no shade, but there's a butt cleaning tutorial on my IG. Go check it out. Number 3 is men that make decisions. Now, granted, you're going to need a little more time with the man to kind of know him. But when that time comes and he is making decisions and you're like, okay, he knows what he wants, that is so sexy. That is a sexy man right there. That is a sexy man.
I ain't gonna say shit. Let's go.
We love confident men. We love men that know who they are. It doesn't matter if you are 500 pounds. It doesn't matter if you're 200 pounds, how tall you are. If you are confident in who you are, the right woman will come along. We can smell confidence from a mile away. So be confident. And the number one thing is, this is so important, guys. If you can do this, you are going places. Making a woman laugh. If you're funny, you could damn near be a 3. Like, if you
That ain't what you want. Now she capping. See, I knew we weren't gonna get through all 5. That ain't what you want, chat.
Classic.
That ain't what you want. You don't want a woman that's with you because you make her laugh. You know what I'm saying? You need to be the type of person that when she see you, her pelvis jump just a little
I'm
bit.
only gonna do this once.
If that monkey ain't jumping for you, fam, if you gotta wake up every day and be motherfucking Dave Chappelle for your woman to stay all the way in tune with you, I'm gonna let you know, fam, that hey, as a man to man, this ain't got nothing to do with the women, because the women are jumping in and tell you that's not true and lead your ass right astray. I ain't gonna let y'all get led astray. Don't get no woman that's with you cause you funny. Don't get no woman that's with you, nigga. If your attractiveness is not top 3 on the reasons why she with you, gang, that ain't what you want,
Classic.
gang. Cause look, the women gonna tell you what sound good out loud. It's gonna be some females jump in the comments and disagree with me. That's cool. Don't listen to them. They'll tell you what sound good out loud. Fuck all that. Real talk. You do not want no woman that's with you because you funny. Because if she with you because you funny, that means she with you that means she not with you because you handsome, right? You probably, but she talking about you could be a 3. You don't want to be a 3 that's funny. Every day you got the pressure to wake up and be Chris Rock to keep your girl.
Classic.
And then you got to ask yourself this, with real human nature, with human nature in mind, with reality in mind. When your woman with you for your sense of humor, you think she gonna be with you till death do y'all part, 40, 50, 60 years without succumbing to somebody who make her pelvis do that thing on sight? On sight, you think she not gonna succumb to that once, twice, 3 times? Maybe have a whole side dude at some point over the course of 4, 5, 6 decades? Realistically, because she with you because you funny. Because you fun, nigga. Fuck what she talking about. Being funny is a quality that women find attractive, yes. You do not want that to be top 3 as to why she with you, gang. You don't.
Classic.
You don't want that. Fellas, man to man, that's not what you want. I promise you it's not what you want. Yeah, man, I laughed. I made her laugh her draws right off. You gonna be able to do that every time? You gonna be able to do that every time? You got enough material for a lifetime?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Nah, gang. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm trying to listen. Hell no. Ted said, crash out alert. No, I'm chilling. Tristan said, I heard it was tuna casserole in their bathroom, allegedly. All for content creation purposes and entertainment. Josette said, if you see the marks in the draws, too late, he hit. That's true. That's true. So as the thought said, so she looks like she just left the gym with bad hygiene, preaching about hygiene. Soul's on business today. Hey, listen, I understand, Souls. I know I've been where you are right now, and I get it.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
I get it, Souls. I understand. He said weed fizzing up, etc. I'm gonna leave her alone. Joe Jett said shower, cologne, confidence, comedian. Right. Come on now. Tristan said April and Lisa, this is y'all segment right here. Talk to us. They ain't gonna say nothing. The Tez Down said she gonna laugh the whole time while the handsome man is clapping the back parts. Right. Come on, man. Exactly. Thank you. Hey, that shit took a second. I glitched for a second, Tez. I got you. He said she gonna laugh the whole time while the handsome man is clapping the back parts. Yeah. She gonna step out for attraction if you're not attractive to her. I promise you that. Joe just said tuna incense. Soft Rain said, I can't agree with her 100%. Yeah, no, you shouldn't, because she capping. I agree. Laughter is not sexual attraction. Sure isn't. Tristan said, if that's the criteria, then any man who can look the part, act the part, or act like part is temp services. I told y'all this. Bullseye. I don't know if I read part of that right, Tristan. You said if that's the criteria, then any man who can look the part, act the part, or act like the part is temp services. I told y'all this. Yeah, I got you. No, I agree. But that last one, that's what got me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fake the part. Okay. My bad. So yeah, okay, I got you. If that's the criteria, any man who can look the part, fake the part, or act like the part is temp services. I told y'all this. No, that's facts. Yeah, but that laughter shit, don't put too much stock in it. I'm not saying it's not true. Being funny is a quality that women do find to be attractive, but I would say don't even be overly funny though. Even if you got a sense of humor, don't even be overly funny. Like when you're dealing with this, is my advice to men. When you're dealing with your woman, you need to be an element of seriousness to you. That's my opinion. You need to have an element of seriousness to you. Don't be too fucking goofy, because you too goofy, and then next thing you know, motherfucker playing with you. So yeah, don't be too goofy, fellas. Don't be, that shit work up to a point. Have a threshold. Have a D-mark on that shit. But that's just my advice. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to this TikTok content creator. Let me give her credit real quick for y'all. Let me give her credit real quick. Let me see. So y'all can see her page. This is her channel right here. Miss Layla Lopez. MSLAILA Lopez. Miss Layla Lopez. If y'all want to tap in with her on TikTok, feel free to do so. She seemed like she made content pretty consistently, and I thought this video was dope for sure. All right, let's move, chat. Question of the day. Oh, it's 4:44 p.m. 444, and I just posted at 4:44 a.m. on my Instagram. The numerology is heavy with us today. If you're too fun, they think you're a joke and get over on you, or try to. Lisa said, I don't like overly funny. I need to see how serious you are. Yeah, told you, fellas. There you go. Look, the women chime in when they agree for sure. They ain't gonna argue with Classic, but they'll chime in when they agree. She said, I need to see how serious you are. Yeah. Hey, fellas, don't be too silly now. Don't be too fucking ha. Nah, man, she need to know you a step on some shit. They love stepping out on their calories abundant. They love stepping out on their calorie abundant men. Go back home dripping foreign DNA, smiling and saying, my stomach ain't acting right, babe. Whole time catching flashbacks of the infidelity. Tez, you done kept it too motherfucking real, dog.
Classic.
You done kept it too real, dog.
I'm only gonna do this once.
What's in the air today, chat? The coalition on that? Is that what we doing? I ain't get to catch the Tez Down live stream. I'm gonna catch it on the way to work. I didn't get to catch your live stream earlier, Tez, but was this the type of timing it was? He said, I don't even like funny movies. On God, we got to be serious, fellas. You joke too much, you become one. Is that the energy we on? Souls of Thought, Tez, that's what y'all on today? Is there something in the air? Am I the only one who didn't get the crash out memo? Was there an email I missed? Did I miss the email? y'all really on timing. Look, Lisa said, yeah, look, yeah, hey, listen, but he ain't told a lie. They love stepping out on their big back man, who's probably a provider and all that. He check boxes, every box but the physical attraction box, and go back home dripping with foreign DNA, smiling and saying, my stomach ain't acting right, babe. Whole time catching flashbacks of the infidelity. And they definitely be flashbacking. Yeah. Ted said, Ninja, you goofy. Never told another joke in her presence again. Ted's in 7th grade. Damn, female called you goofy once. You never. He said, I was never funny again after that. Oh God, I feel you though. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's a wild world. But let's talk about the question of the day. What stops indoctrinated people from waking up? Let's talk about it, chat. What stops indoctrinated people from waking up? While y'all typing and getting y'all answers together, I could say I think it's 2 primary causes of things that stop indoctrinated people from waking up. I think the first thing that stops indoctrinated people from waking up is like comfort. Like they set in their ways, they comfortable, rooted in whatever it is they feel. And for some reason, they already feel like what they feel has been proven to them in some capacity. And so they get into this space of, you can't tell me shit, but I could teach you everything. It's a space that indoctrinated people fall into, where they feel like they have this deep-rooted understanding of how shit is supposed to be. Tricky thing about indoctrination is that indoctrination, by definition, is the belief in something that you never questioned. It's the belief in something that you never questioned. I'll actually pull up, we already did a code language on indoctrination, but I'll pull up the definition for the sake of this question of the day. Indoctrination, the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. So I think the first reason is just comfort. People get comfortable, get set in their ways. The person that taught them whatever they believe in is probably somebody they revered to some degree, or loved to some degree, looked up to in some degree. So it's deeply rooted. Once it settles in, it marinates and it festers. You've officially bought into the alternate reality that you were taught. Another thing that stops people from waking up, I believe, is pride and ego. Spoke about this earlier. Pride and ego. Pride and ego is one of them things where it's like, okay, I've been standing a million toes down on this for umpteen years, or for my entire life. My whole existence, I've been standing 100 toes down on this. And in walks this enlightened person with book, chapter, and verse, if we talking about that, fact-based information, historical data, to disprove large portions of what I have seared into my beliefs. Not just religious, but in general. Religion is an easy way to have this conversation, though. But in walks this person with proof that there's more than what I've been told. Proof that my understanding is different from the truth. Proof that I'm outside of alignment when the whole time I think that I'm completely aligned. At that point, the indoctrinated person starts to glitch. And I'm asking y'all, what stops them from waking up? Why do they glitch instead of having their aha moment? Why does the 15% of enlightened people stay at 15%? Why hasn't the enlightened or the informed or the understanding percentage of the population risen to 30%, 40% in the age of information? We are in the age of information and people still don't believe what they can actually learn about. Some of this shit don't even have to be faith-based anymore. We have proof that either proves or disproves what we were told. And again, it doesn't have to apply to religion, but it can. It does. Let's go to the chat. All right. Lisa said they like the way the Kool-Aid tastes. Yep, comfortable. Joe Jett said identifying with the indoctrination. Yep. Comfort in the norm they were taught is definitely one of them. Yep. Indoctrinated folks tend to have a community who supports their world views, even if they don't live by it outside of the congregation. Yeah. Yep. The social norms, societal norms. You're supposed to think like this. This is what is right. Right and wrong is for children. As adults, you have decisions and outcomes. Soft Rain said, fear of the unknown. What life is like without the beliefs. A lot of fear. There goes that fear word again. Not attacking you, Soft Rain, just saying there's that fear word again. People got all that faith and got just as much fear to go with it. Interesting. Joe Jett said too much pride in what they think is the truth. I can understand where someone is coming from, but disagree. Once you can understand, then you're at least examining all aspects of possibilities. Absolutely. I like the way you worded that, Joe. Miles Batcher said, fear of challenging the status quo, accepting everything you are told is normally because of who taught it to you. Miles said, fear is the difference. Yep. And that's why they push fear. They're energy vampires, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. If you notice, the news is designed to keep you afraid. And a lot of times the political announcements that are made in regards to world affairs are designed to keep you afraid or in a state of anxiety. To be afraid is to be anxious, though. So fear mongering, it's a constant thing. It helps with being able to control the masses the way that they do so eloquently. A masterful social engineers, the oppressors are. Soft Rain said, fear of how others will perceive you. For those who still care, how someone perceives them. Yeah, I definitely think that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people have a hard time kicking indoctrination because their family's still indoctrinated. They don't want to be the oddball. They don't want to be the black sheep. Because once you walk into enlightenment, shit, especially if you're in a traditional black family in America, as soon as you walk into enlightenment, you the family weirdo. Unless you just happen to be from a woke family, which is rare. But you the family weirdo. As soon as you walk into some enlightenment, yeah, you the oddball every time. Outcast. Miles Baxter said 100. Tristan said spiritual ignorance to me is what stops people from conversion. Indoctrinated comfort is extremely dangerous on your mental, and we're seeing that every day. Absolutely. We're getting the results outside for sure. We're getting the results of it outside for sure. Yeah, I think it's interesting, man. Very interesting that people who are indoctrinated, because I think like even in the word, right, in the Bible, it says that, you know, people will be exposed to the truth essentially, like, you know, at some point. Like, well, I have to find actual scripture to read it the way that it says in the Bible, but I'm paraphrasing. But essentially, everyone will be exposed to truth. What that truth is, though, is what people need to reconsider. And so, like I always tell y'all, the truth is in front of you. So, once you learn how to look straight ahead, there it is. I think the catch-22 is they keep us looking all over the place, everywhere, but straight in front of us. And so a lot of people just never see things for what it is. They see things for what they're told to see them as. Perception truly can be reality. Joe Jett said, I think for me, 2020 broke that seal, and I was seeing the divide with how people thought and how others believed. Yeah. Is that the day you would say you got your 2020? That's the year you would say you got your magic glasses. You was able to consider yourself enlightened. Tristan L said, if your mother has failed in life and she raised you to be just like her, she don't like you. If your father don't step up to provide direction because he has none, he's the problem. And that's if he's present. Tristan said it starts in the home, y'all. You didn't ask to be born. That's a fact, though. Tristan cooking today, man. I appreciate the chat, man. I got the best chat on all platforms. It's crazy how that happened.
Classic.
Yeah, it's really crazy how that happened. And I'm looking forward to the book, T. Keep working. But yeah, man, I think it's a wild one. But if everybody who catch this on the rewatch, make sure y'all chime in on this and let us know what you think about this question of the day. What stops indoctrinated people from waking up? I'd like to know what different perspectives are on things that are getting in the way from people walking into enlightenment. Joe Jess said, I think the enlightenment is a process, and that year took it to another level. Solid take. Solid take. Welcome, my brother. Tristan said, 333. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, that's it on the question of the day. Let's move. All right, code language conversation for the day is on agenda. All right, we're going to talk about agenda today. The definition of agenda, a list of items to be discussed at a formal meeting. Second definition is a plan of things to be done or problems to be addressed. Let's look at the overview. So the overview, a structured outline of topics, goals, and activities for a meeting, event, or presentation that acts as a roadmap to keep the session focused and efficient. Typically includes the date, time, and location, a list of attendees, et cetera, et cetera. So this is more so in a business format. But yeah, I like the second definition. A plan of things to be done or problems to be addressed. Let's focus right there. A plan of things to be done or problems to be addressed. Shout out to my dog. He said, hit the like button on your way out too. Hit the like button. It's free. Gregarious, the Greek god. We want you on our network, Gregarious TV. Shit, tap in. Hit my email at the classic codes 777@gmail.com. Tap in with me. I ain't hard to reach. Let's do it. Shout out to Greece. But agenda. We got to stay focused, people, because there's a lot of different agendas that are at hand that work in alignment with one another to keep everybody in a certain space. And I think that actually achieving true freedom, which could look like Armageddon, but maybe not. Actually achieving true freedom is on the other side of, more than 50% of the population becoming enlightened. If it ever gets to a day and time where the enlightenment reaches a certain level, I think that the social engineers that are in power, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment, I think the agenda would be to have humanity completely under control by the time they all wake up, or by the time the majority of them wake up. So by the time 60% of all population has enlightenment and understanding of the way the social engineers are moving, so essentially you have less sheep and more shepherds, you're going to start having a meeting of the minds, and people going to be trying to figure out overthrowing shit, revolutions, revolts in a real way. And you'll have people that are, if they're fully enlightened, they'll be even willing to die for the shit. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. The agenda would be to stay ahead of that, right? Which is why you hear a lot of woke and conscious Black folks say, the oppressors are 40, 50, 100 years ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? As far as playing chess, as far as mapping shit out. That's why you have to be wary of people talking about putting computer chips in people. That's why you got to be wary of people talking about technology coming where your consciousness could be downloaded, right? You have to be wary of these things, right? Start to sound similar to some of the movies that y'all thought was fiction, right? So you got to be careful, stay focused and stay sharp out here, because there are a lot of agendas at play. Let me see. Miles said the thing about agendas, the goal is control. Absolutely. So you got to be worried about things like that. You got to be worried about all the different forms of GPSs that's on your car, on your phone, on this, on that. How could you truly be nomadic? Everybody got a ring cam. Everybody got this. Everybody got that. Like, you can't even really go off grid unless you, like in America, it's very hard to go off grid unless you just go somewhere rural and find a way to survive in the wilderness. But essentially, You constantly recorded, you constantly monitored, and you constantly able to be located and found. This is not for no reason. They'll tell you it's for public safety, but we know that crime rates haven't plummeted with all these cameras and shit. Niggas die every day, B. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, you can have all the cameras in the world as long as the ski mask still exists. I mean, what are we talking about? But still, man, you just got to understand, like, this stuff is not being put in place for no reason. And just as much as they're ahead of you, you know, they can't stay ahead of the conscious mind. They can only stay ahead of the indoctrinated mind, the people that's under the spell. If you drunk my Kool-Aid, then I can stay ahead of you because I know exactly how I'm moving you, how I'm guiding you, how I'm shifting you. And I know changing this is going to make y'all evolve into that. And I'm already ahead of that. I'm ready for the next move on that and that. But the conscious mind, you cannot predict. You can't predict. You don't know how we going to move as a conscious unit. You don't know how we going to revolt. You don't know what that looks like. You can try to monitor it, right? There's agents everywhere. There's all type of stuff. But, you know, that's why they call it a war. Allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. But just be aware, agendas be at play, man. And even scaling it down to lower levels, you know, getting off of the matrix type shit and bringing it down to even all the way down to your day job. If you're a person that work a day job, understand the agendas, man. They're replacing a lot of humans with robots. So getting ahead of things, you know, and just seeing the writing on the walls, it's going to benefit you. So just know that there's agendas that are already working. So I would suggest for everybody who doesn't have their own agenda, get one and start chipping away at progressing on that ASAP. The Tears Down said they're replacing girlfriends with robots too. That ain't gonna be all bad though. That ain't gonna be all bad. You know, it sounds weird and it sounds creepy and all that until it gets normalized, and then it is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, you know, the modern woman, you know, for a lot of men, based on what I'm hearing, what I'm listening to, and all the data that I'm collecting on all these streaming platforms and consuming all this different information, you know, the modern woman is a fucking headache. So, you know, when they drop the robots that don't get out of shape, that don't say no, you know what I'm saying, that don't talk back, that, you know what I mean, when they drop them joints and they know how to cook, they know how to clean, all that, I mean, shit, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of dudes that's gonna spend that whatever, they're gonna spend that whatever bread to go ahead and marry them a robot. I could see it. And then she could be whatever you want her to be. You change your mind, she could change her. You know what? I don't want to call you by this name no more. From now on, your name is this. You know what I'm saying? Until I see fit. You know what I mean? Yes, absolutely classic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's gonna happen. But it's an agenda. It's an agenda behind that too. Population control, allegedly, all for content creation purposes, and entertainment. So again, it's about understanding the why behind the what. You know, so you can move accordingly. In the words of my dog Uncle Plug, act accordingly and choose wisely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, code language on agenda. Make sure you see the play, man. Yeah. So that's it for today, man. We're not gonna do chat Q&A. We got a full slate though. Make sure if y'all didn't catch the Tears Down live stream earlier, you go back and tap into that. In the meantime, in between time, before the No Middleman panel start. The No Middleman panel gonna start around 8:15, 8:45. What y'all got, Soul, Soft Rain? Y'all got a time on that yet? But they will be up tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to tapping in. We missed them last night. You know, whenever they don't show up, we definitely miss them. So, you know, I'm happy that they'll be back, and we're gonna be able to listen to some great conversation. I'm sure the topic's gonna be hitting, especially after you get that break, that mental refresh. I'm sure the topic's gonna be hitting. And Soul said he bringing his crash out shade, so we're gonna see what how it goes. Let me pull up that graphic for y'all. All right. Make sure you tap in with the whole coalition. All right. Make sure you tap in with the Raw Society Coalition. He said 8:30. They'll be live at 8:30 Central Standard Time on Souls of Thought platform. Shorty is the prototype. Look, everybody loves Shorty. Everybody loves Shorty, but y'all keep calling Shorty a white girl. I keep telling y'all she not white, but it's cool though. But make sure y'all subscribe. Subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition. Subscribe to the Classic Code. Subscribe to Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain, and the Tears Down. If you haven't already, tap in with my sports channel too, Classic Code Sports. I got a gym vlog over there, and I cover different sports things. The Devin Haney fight coming up, so I'll be making some videos probably for the next 11 days leading up to the Devin Haney fight. Starting probably this Thursday, I'll be covering everything leading up to the Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. fight, and then I'll be covering some NFL and stuff like that too. So yeah, make sure you tap in with my sports channel as well. All right, Joe Jet said many agendas are controlled chaos, are to control chaos filters, are controlled chaos that filters people by presenting two choices that lead all to one choice. That's facts. That's facts. It's all manipulation and social engineering for sure, for sure. And a lot of it, well, not all of it is for evil though. Some of it is for greed and gluttony and all of that, but a lot of it is, like he said, to control chaos, right? You don't want Armageddon outside. Everybody can't just run around doing whatever they want, whatever they feel like it. Miles Bastard said no middleman is 3 hours from now. Correct? Yes, three hours from now. Yep. In the meantime, you could catch back up on the Tez downstream from earlier. I think he did something for Veterans Day. Oh yeah, shout out to all the veterans out there as well. You know what I'm saying? That's tapped in on Veterans Day. Shout out to all the veterans, man. Appreciate y'all service to the country. You know, regardless of what I think about the country, what y'all are doing as individuals is admirable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we appreciate it. We're gratuitous for it for sure. You know what I mean? For sure, for sure. But yeah, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. And if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah, yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that moment.